Hello there. It is a new day, new gym session. Back is the aim of the game today. I'm pretty excited. Why, you may be asking? New AirPods kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I needed new headphones. I just kind of fancied having the second option. I usually be rocking the Sony headphones, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some AirPods. There was a deal up on Amazon, so I was like, I'm gonna cop them while I can. Coffee, as per usual. Can't go wrong with it. What I can go wrong with is my back training, because apparently that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I don't know why. Back has not been working. You get that every now and then with gym. I feel like you just have that one muscle group that just feels off. And I've been having that with back. Whether it's with rows, like I just don't feel super stable. I'm not feeling that squeeze lately. And pull-ups and anything to do with lat work. I don't know, I'm just not feeling that mind-muscle connection right now, to be honest, which is a shame because I do enjoy training back when it hits right, but you know, is what it is, man. It's not always going to be right. I'm going to do my best to keep the tension up, keep the intensity high today, and see if we can get a good back workout in. It would be my first good one in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to force a good back workout. Get that width going, you know, get that lovely Dorito shaped looking ass. Anyway, let's get after it.
Yo, so I decided to start off with some lat pull downs today.
Just keeping focused on that intensity today. And my goal for today is really trying to feel that back. Make sure I get that nice squeeze and get the contractions going good. And just try and keep control of that weight, because for me, if I keep control of the weight, that's when I feel it the most in my back. So I'm gonna hit it up, man.
I was going to start off with some rows today, but I thought, you know what, let's just hit up some lat pull downs. Also, the row machine was taken, so you know that never helps. Anyways, I've been focusing on keeping the tension of the lat pull down on both sides of my lats. Usually my right side is the more dominant, so that usually takes all the tension off my left side, because that's where I end up pulling with. But I've been really focusing on lately, trying to keep that tension on both sides of my lats, making sure that I'm pulling down equally on my left. And I feel like I did a good job of that today, which is evident because by the end of the day I was feeling really good. Jumping straight into a second set here. I did end up doing a drop set on this set, as you'll see in a sec. But what I've been focusing on recently is trying to make sure that that weight is nice and heavy. With back training, I noticed that my back personally responds to heavier weight. If I'm doing heavier sets from like 8 to 10, that's where I personally find the best development for me. Just moving down onto that drop set here now. I get this quite often with back training. I'm not sure why, but I do like a full set of, let's say 10, and then I always feel like, you know what, I could definitely pump out a few more, but just I know that my form would not be correct if I kept that same weight. So there's no problem with just lowering that weight a little bit, just making sure you get that nice contraction, really feel like you've worked that muscle to where it just can't go anymore.
No, honestly, I regret my choices. This lat machine is not it today. But you know what? I'm gonna stick with it, get one more set going, see if that feels any better. I'm really trying to feel it, man, but I've got to tell you, this machine ain't great at keeping tension. When you get to the top, especially when you get to the bottom, it's almost as though the weight, like sort of, the pressure comes off the weight when it gets pulled up quickly, and it just takes that tension off. It just ruins the whole set, for me personally, but you know, we'll try and make it work.
Hey lad, have you ever watched that You on Netflix?
No?
You not watched it?
No.
You look like the guy off it proper bad. Have you not had that before?
Who?
It's a series called You. It's
You?
about some, he's a psychopath stalker he is. And you look really lot like him, lad. You know what I mean?
No, I don't, but fair enough, I'll take your word for it. Not every day you get told you look like some psychopath.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what that guy was on about in terms of the show, but then I got home and searched up You on Netflix and I was like, oh, it's that Joe guy. I've not seen the series myself, but I get what he means. There is a slight resemblance, but then again, as I said before, it's not always fun getting told that you look like some psycho, man. Anyways, thought it was a bit of a funny interaction. Anyways, on that note, I did end up finishing my lat pull downs. I did one last set, just trying to make sure I really work my lats. with this movement, and then moving on to rows after this.
It is time for some splendid rows. I've been getting better with this machine. I used to genuinely not be a fan of this machine, but I found out if you move the seat up a bit higher, you do get a bit of a, well, for me personally, allows me to tuck my elbows in a little bit more, really feel that squeeze at the end of the back. So I call this a compression shit. It's not. It's like an old thermal from when I was in like year 8, year 7. I used to play back in my football rugby days. Bro, I'm telling you. What do you guys know about that Sondico right there, man? This used to be white, but it's so old that the labels come off in the wash, but you know what, it is what it is. Hey, we make things work. It's all about reusing, recycling, man. You know, saving the planet and all that. I've got this thing for what, like 10 years. To be fair, I'm surprised it still fits. I do enjoy it though. Only real ones know about that Sondico thermal. I'm telling you, I used to struggle a lot to feel anything really with this movement, but lately, since I've been, you know, tucking my elbows in, keeping that nice and tight, you really can feel that squeeze when you bring it back. It's the same like aspect of like, if you're about to do a lat spread, you know, you tuck in your elbows, bring the lats together, and boom, out. Same thing, it's just keeping those elbows in. The energy is not at a high today, but let me show up anyway. This movement is a secret to success when it comes to lat growth. This shit hits the spot. There's a reason why Dorian Yates, like the guy with the best back in bodybuilding history, was like, he did pullovers and that was pretty much it for lats. So I mean, there's a reason behind that, obviously. I was like, oh, can't be that good. Tried it out a week ago. It's that good. So this has been a staple in my routine. I'm gonna go for 2 sets, definitely. Might bump it up to 3, see how we're feeling. But I'm telling you, man, put any grip on here pretty much that you want. I like the long handles, so we can bring it down, pull it to the side, and really get that full range of motion going. That shit hits different, man. That shit hits a spot. Getting that width, that wide back. You want them wings, man. I want to be able to jump out this window right here and just, I don't need stairs. I just glide down. I'm like a flying fucking squirrel. Is it a bit awkward to grab the handles at the start when you don't have an actual pullover machine? Yes. We're gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. This shit hits a spot. This is gonna get you wider than an 18 wheeler, man, I'm telling you. Try a pullover movement. You'll see what I'm on about. It genuinely, the feeling, the squeeze and the feeling that you get in your lats, especially in the lower lats, it's like no other movement I've ever done. I've done all the science-based, like, you know, coming down on one knee, pulling that cable, or coming from the side even. But this is, for me personally, it's the best. It don't get better. I cannot emphasize enough how if your goal at all is to get somewhat lighter watts, mate, I can't speak, wider lats, then you should be throwing this movement in there. Just try it, you'll see exactly what I mean. I've settled for some cable pulls. I will actually change the handles real quick because them long ones ain't gonna do. Personal favourite, I do enjoy it. Ooh, I don't want to hit this. My back's done, man, I know it is. But I want to get 2 more sets in. Because unfortunately this gym doesn't have a cable row machine at all. So you might be asking, why the fuck do I come here? Well, one, I'm cheap, and this is like the cheapest membership in my town, so there's that. And also been coming here for like 4 years now, I think, something like that. Granted, I have been having breaks. It's not like if I had this physique after 4 years of training, yeah, I'm not sure what I'd do, but I can tell you it wouldn't be good. But yeah, I have had breaks, unfortunately, on and off. One for my ski season last year, like 6 months no training, and then during the second stint of COVID, I didn't train. So, you know, it's been on and off, but I'm back at it now, man. Hopefully we can keep this going for a while. Cable pulls, that is so good for keeping the tension on that bear. In terms of a rowing movement, that's got to be my favourite, 100%. Slightly suggestive camera angle. You know, I'll let you guys enjoy seeing me from the back, you know. Some might like it more than others, you never know. It feels like I've just had a hippo dropped on my back, man. I'm pleasantly surprised at how decent that back workout was. Considering I hadn't slept very well last night, Usually it is a big factor, but actually not a bad workout. I enjoyed it. I said I'd make it better, and that is exactly what I did. So happy with that, for sure.
Let's get a little pose down going. Just while I work through these poses here, I just thought I'd supply a little insight to my training splits recently. Basically, I've added like pure back workouts into my splits. By that I mean just pure training back, nothing else. And for me personally, back is one of my weak points where I just feel like I never can get that good mind muscle connection. And honestly, designating a day to just back really does help. If you feel like you're ever struggling with one muscle group, I'd recommend it highly. It just allows you to put all your focus, all your energy into that one muscle, and I gotta tell you, the results, I'm enjoying it so far. Anyways, cheers for watching, boys. Catch you in the next one.